Let's now settle for the details and begin with the Black Stars head coach Kwesi Appiah, who has named a 24-man squad for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Chad and Mali during the September International. The list includes regulars Thomas Partey, Mohamed Kudus, Jordan Ayew, Gideon Mensah, Antoine Semenyo, and Inaki Williams. Union Berlin left back Derek Arthur-Kohn, who has been on the radar of the technical team, ends his first call-up after an impressive season with Werder Bremen. Let me take you briefly through the squad and the players who have been invited. For the goalkeeping department, there's Lawrence Atizigi, Joseph Annan, and Benjamin Asari of Hartlepool. The defenders include Gideon Mensah, Derek Arthur-Kohn, Mohamed Salisu, Jerome Opoku, Alexander Jiku, Jonas Ajete, Tarek Lamte, and Caleb Yunchi. The midfielders also has Elisha Usu, Mohamed Kudus, Ibrahim Osman, together with Ibrahim Suleimana, Thomas Partey, and Salis Abdul Samed. And the forwards also have Antoine Semenyo, Kamaldeen Suleimana, Joseph Pinto, Jerry Efrie, Jordan Ayew, who is the captain, Christopher Bonsuba, and Iñaki Williams. And now my colleague Bill Shen talks about some notable absentees from Otoado's squad.
So among the notable absentees in the Black Stars team includes Abdul Fattah Isaac, who has been on fine form since the start of the campaign. And it's not surprising that he's out because he recently returned from a long-term injury, and so they had to take precautions around him. More surprising is Brandon Thomas Asante, who has been in fine form, got 2 assists and scored during the weekend and all of that. Also not really surprising is Razak Simpson. He's not had competitive football with Nations FC this season, and so it's understandable that he has been left out. I think the final person is Majid Ashimeru. There's still competition in the midfield places with Thomas Partey, Mohamed Kudus, and the rest in there. So not really surprising for the most part when it comes to the absentees in the squad.
That is my colleague Bill Ishen there talking about some absentees in the squad. Now, Gold Star CEO Kwesi Edu is confident that his team can overcome the preliminary round hurdle and secure a spot in the CAF Champions League group stage. Now, after clinching their maiden GPL title, the Miners are set to represent Ghana in the prestigious competition and have been paired against Algeria's JS Kabylie.
In my opinion, I think majority of followers in the system weren't so much impressed about the players we were recruiting because they were looking up to names. But we also have a different mindset and a different opinion about the system. And all that they have witnessed in the last 3 matches as far as the Ghana top 4 is concerned, we speak to it. We are ready to show any kind of possibilities that will help us migrate into the next level in the competition. I'm looking for that we escape the prelims and join the proper competition, which is the group stage.
Kwesi Edu is the CEO of BBNE Gold Stars. So some news on the continent. Madagascar have booked their place in the historic First Africa Championship final after urging Kwesi Appiah Sudan 1-0 in a 10 semi-final. Now, Madagascar traveled to Nairobi for Saturday's final, where they will face 2-time winners Morocco, who defeated defending champion Senegal on penalties. Sudan, meanwhile, will play in a third-place playoff on Friday in Tanzania. After the heartbreaking defeat, Kwesi Appiah and his men now have to channel their attention towards the upcoming World Cup qualifiers and AFCON, where the Ghanaian tactician believes he has enough arsenal to sail through.
It's unfortunate, as at now, I think we have got only 2 foreign players who are playing, I think, in Malaysia, but all my players are playing in Africa. I believe that there are a lot of talents in Africa, and mostly in Sudan, and I believe that during the AFCON, they're going to showcase, they're going to surprise the masses. We are not going there just for going sake, but we're going there to challenge.
Kwesi Appiah is the head coach of Sudan. Let's do some women's football now because Police Ladies Women's Champions League qualifying campaign started on a disappointing note with a defeat to Bayelsa Queens. That is the 2021 champions of the women's WAFU competition. The team now faces a crucial run in, needing a win in their last few games to keep their hopes alive. Despite the tough start, head coach Yusuf Bazigi is confident Police Ladies can still turn things around.
Our approach in match day 2 will be different because we need to go all out because we don't have to leave any stone unturned for the fact that we need a 3 maximum point. So our approach in this particular game will be very, very, very serious one because I know some nearly they will want to draw with us, so they will be playing a more of defensive to attack. And we also have that at the back of our mind, knowing very well that when you are defending, then you take on counter break, we know how to also counter you. So we are prepared for that.
Yusuf Bazigi is the head coach of Police Ladies. Let's now cross borders and go to Europe, where Ruben Amorim, the head coach of Manchester United, has claimed that his club were not prepared to play in Europe last season. Now, United reached the Europa League final and were the only unbeaten team across the 3 UEFA competitions until their limp defeat to Tottenham Hotspur in the finals.
It's a normal thing that happened in other clubs. I think we were not prepared to play Europe. That is my feeling, to have strong games in Champions League and then play Premier League. We need time to develop as a team. So they just need to fight for the places, and then everything can change. Sometimes one is playing. In other moments, other guys are going to play, and we have the cups, so he's going to have a lot of games for everybody.
Ruben Amorim is the manager of Manchester United. Finally, in tennis, world number 1 Jannik Sinner dropped only 4 games in a dominant straight sets win over Vit Kopriva in the first round of the US Open. The defending champions wrapped up a 6-1, 6-1, 6-2 victory over Czech player Kopriva, who is ranked 89th in the world, in an hour and 38 minutes at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Here is the reaction from Jannik Sinner.
Yeah, amazing memories. Obviously, every year is different. You come here, starting this tournament, hopefully in the best possible way, which I've did. But coming back to a Grand Slam where the emotions are still running, definitely is here. So I'm very happy to come back here and compete against the best players in the world.
So that is Jannik Sinner there talking about the US Open, and it's a good one that we are all monitoring. But as you know, the draw for the UEFA Champions League will be happening tomorrow, and teams are ready and raring to go in that one. The likes of Tottenham Hotspur would have Mohamed Kudus all in their ranks, and this is where we call it a wrap with the sports update here on 3FM Sunrise. There's more on our socials at 3 Sports GH and on www.3news.com/sports. My name is Mutala Yakubu. Don't go nowhere.